What's up, rock stars? Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Deborah Smith, and I'm a holistic health coach and a plant-based chef. And as always, I'm here to share simple, delicious, and highly nutritious recipes that you can easily make at home. So I'm really excited about today's episode for two reasons. Number one, I love this recipe that we're making. We're making a vegan lentil soup today. And it's so easy, but it's just loaded with nutrition, great protein from the lentils, and it's so healthy and good for you. And number two reason I'm excited is because today I dropped my healthy fall recipe pack. And this year I included a one-page sort of cheat sheet that talks a little bit about what I call meta influencers or metabolic superfoods. So these are foods that are going to work over time to stimulate your metabolism, help convert food into energy, help to stimulate your digestion, so it keeps you in balance during these winter months when we tend to eat a little bit heavier, richer foods. We go to more parties, maybe we eat a little bit more dessert. So it's nice to have these foods included in your meal plan throughout the week so you can guarantee that you're keeping your body in balance as the seasons change. I also included in that pack a one-page meal planner that you can use to plan out the meals for your week. So before we do anything else, hit pause, go to the description, and grab yourself a copy of that free fall healthy recipes pack with your metabolic superfoods and your weekly meal planner. Okay, so with that all said, let's get right into today's recipe. It's a vegan lentil soup. So simple, only a few ingredients, and it takes about 20 minutes to make this from start to finish. So those ingredients are going to include 1 cup of dried green lentils. You could also substitute with brown lentils if you don't have green. We're gonna need 1 medium-sized onion that we're gonna dice. The recipe calls for 2 medium-sized carrots. I only had a couple of really small carrots on hand, so I'm actually gonna be using 2 parsnips as well, and instead, and in addition to, we need 2 stalks of celery. Mine is a little different than the kind you get at the grocery store because I grew it in my garden, and I'll probably trim off some of those leaves. So 2 stalks of celery. This recipe calls for 3 cloves of garlic, and we're gonna go ahead and dice or mince those as well. And then for spices, we're adding a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of paprika, and salt and pepper to taste. I've measured out about a half a teaspoon of salt and about a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper. We're also gonna need about a tablespoon of oil, olive oil preferred. You could use coconut oil, but that will give it a coconut flavor. And we're gonna need 6 cups of vegetable broth. And if you don't have a vegetable broth, you can definitely just use water. The veggie broth it adds a little bit of nutrition and a little bit of flavor. If you wanted to get that extra nutrition, that extra flavor, and you don't have veggie broth, you could add a teaspoon of miso paste to the stir fry at the beginning of making the recipe. So you can hit pause, gather all of your ingredients together, and then when you're ready, let's make the soup. Okay, so step 1 is going to be to saute our onion, garlic, carrot, and celery over a medium flame. So we need a large size soup pot, and we're gonna add our oil in and then add all those ingredients. We wanna bring them to a bit of a simmer, and when the onion is translucent, the next thing we're going to do is add in all of our lentils. We're also gonna add the vegetable broth, and then we're gonna add our paprika, our cumin, our salt, and our pepper. Once all your ingredients are in, we're gonna bring that to a boil, and after it begins to boil, you can turn it down to low and let it simmer for 20 minutes. That's it, my friend. It's that simple to make this absolutely delicious, highly nutritious recipe. Make sure that you go to my description below and get yourself a copy of my Healthy Fall plant-based recipes. And it's also got that one-page PDF that explains why certain foods are so good for your metabolism. And don't forget the weekly meal planner. And you can learn a little bit more about why lentils are so great for you. Also an excellent source of protein for anyone trying to eat more plant-based or vegan meals. You need your protein, and lentils are gonna give it to you. So thank you so much. I'd love to hear from you if you make this recipe. Go ahead and like this video, and please follow me for more healthy plant-based recipes. And as always, my friends, may you be vibrant.